Hello good people of YouTube and welcome to my hobby channel. In this short video I will be taking a look at the 1/72 scale French Line Infantry from ITALERI. Now these particular figures have been around for a while. I can remember them from my own childhood in the 1970s when they were manufactured and marketed by ESCI, another Italian company that has since been absorbed into ITALERI. When it comes to the plastic toy soldier market, these guys are an absolute classic, and the painted examples I've got here have been based up to go with a very old set of wargaming rules that I used to play when I first got into the hobby. For those of you who are interested about the building, in the background that is a 15mm De Costa's house from Sarissa Precision, and that came free in the Warlord Games Black Powder Epic Battles Waterloo box set. I've got 3 of those, so I thought I would paint one up very much in the style that I used to scratch build and paint buildings for my Napoleonics back in the 1980s. And these models here are part of a revival project which I've started this year. Painting instructions on the back. So, information leaflet on the inside with a return slip for defective parts, which I've never used. And then we have a single piece moulding of 2 frames joined by a hinge and a little bit of difference on both sides. Here we've got a command strip repeated at the bottom here. We've then got 5 infantry poses that are repeated here, but these 5 infantry poses are repeated another 3 times up there, and then here we've got something different. So before I cut an example of every miniature off the sprue to do a 360, we'll just take a slightly closer look. Starting in the bottom left hand corner, we've got some officers and an eagle bearer and a drummer, and that's repeated on the other frame. And then we move up to a selection of different poses, including some firing poses and a charging infantryman. And again, that is repeated on the opposite frame. More of those, moving up to the top. And then if we come across here, we've got infantryman reloading, biting the cartridge, and then various other poses at the ready or reloading. A few mould lines and a little bit of flash on a couple of these, but nothing major. And then we'll turn it over and just have a look at the reverse side of these miniatures. First officer. Second officer. Eagle bearer. Third officer. And the drummer. And here we've got a classic toy soldier pose, firing while standing. Firing while kneeling. Reloading. And reloading while kneeling. And then this one biting through the cartridge paper. Then we have a classic marching pose. And then we have at the ready. With musket levelled. And then we have another soldier at the ready with a musket at 45 degrees. Then we have a soldier advancing. And perhaps my favourite pose from the box, this is a infantryman charging. And this is a particularly good pose for skirmishing models or light infantry units in Napoleon's army. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if I'll use this segment, but I'm filming it anyway. In accordance with some Napoleonic Wargaming rules in Practical Wargaming by C.F. Wessencraft, I will be doing a retrospective of this in a separate video. I've now assembled 2 battalions of line infantry, and I've stuck them down on plastic card. Not all of the figures, some figures are removable for painting. So this is 2 battalions that I've managed to create from the one box of French Line Infantry. So I'm now going to paint these miniatures and then I'll resume this video when they're done. And here we have 2 finished battalions from one French Line Infantry regiment. The first battalion has the Eagle, the second battalion has an extra officer, and I've painted these using a painting style that I developed a long time ago that was fairly quick and easy but gave good results. So 2 battalions like this, 18 figures in each, based up in accordance with the Practical Wargaming rules that I used to use, can be tabletop ready more or less after just a morning's work. So the idea behind something like this was that I could crack open a box of soldiers on a Friday night when I got in from work, and by lunchtime on Saturday they were on the table ready for gaming. Now I'll look at the rules and the painting technique that I developed in future videos. But for now, I just wanted to show you how these French Line Infantry from ITALERI look once they're painted. As always, thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please smash that like button. Please also hit subscribe to support my channel and make sure you don't miss out on further videos like this. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do, but please keep those comments kind and respectful. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.